Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat, and today we're going to be reviewing the controversial new Micromax Dual 5. So strap yourself in, this is going to be an interesting ride. Now if you're watching this video and looking for a phone in the 25,000 rupee price bracket, you would be crazy not to consider the OnePlus 3 and even the Moto Z Play. It turns out that the Micromax Dual 5 is the exact same phone which sells by the name of a Qiku Q5 in China. The main manufacturer, which is Coolpad, they also manufacture phones for Qiku, and that is from which Micromax has bought design rights and design IDs and the manufacturing process for their Dual 5, which is identical or almost exactly the same as the Qiku Q5. It is same that even the operating system, the way that the user interface has been made. In fact, if you go into the settings panel on the Dual 5, you can still see 360 OS, which is Qiku's own OS, which is made again by Coolpad. The 24,999 price of the phone seems grossly overpriced, especially considering the fact that Micromax has not spent into designing, innovation, or any form of research or development for the operating system. For a price of 24,999, you will get a lot of other phones from various other manufacturers that will definitely offer up better value for money. Interestingly enough, there's also a Qiku Q5 Plus that sells with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 chipset. So if Micromax would have taken that and converted that into the Dual 5 for this price bracket, a lot of people would have appreciated that a lot more. Now, if that is all you came to hear, the review video for you ends here. And for those who are still looking for a review for some reason of this phone, we'll try and get a quick review to see where the phone stands. The phone is made out of an aluminum unibody shell along with Gorilla Glass 3 over at the front. Now this is nothing special when compared to many of the other phones available in the market for something as low as 10,000 rupees. Most phones nowadays come with a metal unibody along with Gorilla Glass over at the front. Now, as far as hardware is concerned, the phone runs a 652 chipset along with 4GB of RAM, 128GB of onboard storage, dual 13 megapixel cameras at the back and a 13 megapixel camera in the front. You also get a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display and a military-grade EAL5 secured chip which is embedded inside the phone. Now the phone is still running on Android Marshmallow, which is a big disappointment, with Android O being already spoken about and in beta testing, and with most phones now on Android Nougat, this being on Marshmallow and launching on Marshmallow is a big letdown. As far as the display on the phone is concerned, it is a Super AMOLED display, so you get really nice viewing angles along with good levels of color reproduction and deep levels of black. So all in all, a pretty impressive 5.5-inch display. Again, the OnePlus 3 does have a 5.5-inch optic AMOLED display, which is quite similar. The phone in day-to-day use is snappy and does not seem to slow down. It handles RAM really well thanks to the 360 OS, and you will manage to run past your daily activities without any issues. Multitasking on the phone is also great, and you can also play games on full graphics without feeling any lag or slowdowns from the device. It does have 128GB of onboard storage, so you can dump all sorts of apps, games, movies, videos, etc. on the onboard storage of the device, and you can also add an additional micro SD card for added storage needs. The cameras on the phone are pretty good with dual 13 megapixel sensors, just like the Huawei P9. You get a bunch of photography capabilities. You can focus out your subject and then defocus out the background. You also have a night mode that stacks up the sensors and improves the brightness of your images. 4K video recording is also pretty good. And if you're interested in looking at some of the camera samples of the phone, we have made a specific video on that, which also includes some video samples, images, and gaming tests. Now in day-to-day usage, along with charging, the phone does not seem to heat up and it stays pretty cool. It does have an inbuilt heat sensor and an app that constantly tells you the temperature of the CPU and also indicates if you need to shut down some apps that are making your phone heat up. Now the 3200 mAh battery of the device will last you a full day without requiring a charge with moderate use. If you do have heavy usage, you will need to charge your phone at least twice in the day. The quick charger included inside the box is a Quick Charge 3 equipped charger and should charge up about 90% of your phone in about 45 to 50 minutes of charge time, which is a pretty nifty feature to have and is right up there with OnePlus's dash charge on the OnePlus 3 and the OnePlus 3T. As far as phone networks and call quality is concerned, the phone does fairly well and we have no complaints from that whatsoever. The phone in itself, whether you call it the Qiku Q5 or the Dual 5, it's a pretty impressive phone. And it would have done really well in the market if it was priced right, somewhere around the 15 to 18,000 rupee price bracket. For a price of 24,999, the phone is grossly overpriced, and in itself, if Micromax would have launched the same phone without dual cameras, without the security chip, without the 128GB of onboard storage, but with the Snapdragon 820 or 821 with 32GB of storage with a single good camera, a lot of people would have appreciated the device a lot more. The fact that this phone is a rebrand makes this phone not unique and therefore not as valuable as initially thought, and therefore definitely not recommended for a price of 24,999. There are lots of other phones in this price bracket. If you go slightly higher, you can get the OnePlus 3, the Moto Z Play, and if you go slightly lower, you get still phones that offer up the Snapdragon 820 experience for a much lower price, and those are definitely recommended. That's our review. If you have any questions or queries, drop them in the comment section below. You can also check us out on iGyaan.in, catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. And make sure you like this video if you like the review, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more such videos. This is me, Bharat. Thank you guys for watching.